In this video, we're going to talk about aspect ratio. I have a couple things illustrated here on the board. I have the typical 4:3 aspect ratio. I also have another typical one, the 16:9. And if you recall, I can express this 4:3 and 16:9 a little differently. I can say it's a 1.33 to 1 for the 4:3, and I can also say that this is a 1.78 to 1 for the 16:9 screen. These formulas help us, for instance, if we know the height and we want to know the width of a screen. And let's just do a couple of examples here. If I have a height here, and I've written some dimensions up here of typical screen sizes so we can check our math. Let's say we know that we have a 60-inch high screen, and I want to know what the width is. I can simply take that height and multiply it times 1.33, and let's see what we get for a result here. Take our calculator, 60 times 1.33, and round it up is 80. So that's been able to give me my width. Just taking 60 multiplied times 1.33, and that gives me the width of the screen. Let's do the same thing for the 16:9. If I know that I have a 52-inch high screen here, and I want to know what the width is at the 16:9, I can take my 52, multiply it times the 1.78, and the result that I get here, using my calculator, 52 times 1.78, I end up with 92. That's if I have the height and I want to know the width. Now I can go the other way round where I know the width, but maybe now I need to know what the height is. So let's say, for instance, I know that I have a 80-inch wide screen, and I want to know what the height is going to be. This time, instead of multiplying times 1.33, we will actually divide by 1.33. So, taking my calculator again, 80 divided by 1.33 equals 60. We'll do it with the 16:9 as well. Let's say I know my height, 92, and now instead of multiplying by 1.78, I'm going to divide by 1.78. And taking my calculator, 92 divided by 1.78 gives me a result of, rounded up, 52. So taking the known aspect ratios and some known screen sizes, we've been able to work back and forth and also to be able to confirm our sizes. Let's take one that's not illustrated up here. And let's say I've done some math and I've discovered that, okay, I need to have an 80-inch tall screen. And let's do it in 16:9. How wide is that 16:9 screen going to be if it has to be 80 inches high? So if it has to be 80 inches high, I want to know what the width is. Again, I'm going to multiply like what I did before, 1.78. So again, this is the height that's been determined. How wide does that 16:9 screen, or how wide is it going to be if I'm in a 16:9 aspect ratio? So I can take my 80 inches tall times 1.78, and I will find that the screen in this case is going to be 142 inches wide. So that's how to work aspect ratios.